The four contiguous protected areas, the Arctic Refuge, the Yukon Flats Refuge, Ivvavik National Park, and the Ivvavik National Park, should be thought of as a vast transnational nursery for innumerable species and a living testament to 7 decades of hard work by conservationists and indigenous peoples from 2 countries to destroy this interconnected, interdependent web of life by turning the sacred place where life begins into a vast oil field and so fossil fuelized. Donald Trump's dreams of 1950 SS-style American glory would be little short of a crime against both nature and humanity. In the wake of any such development, there will, of course, be the inevitable oil spills, toxic residues, and other environmental crises as ever more oil and natural gas are extracted from a planet that can ill afford to see them burned. A vast reservoir of intimidation, myths, and deception. In 1981, when President Ronald Reagan appointed James Watt as his Secretary of Interior and Ann Burford as the head of the Environmental Protection Agency, conservationists became alarmed about the large-scale sale of public lands and waters to the extractive industries. In fact, the opening up of the Arctic Refuge coastal plain to oil and gas development would soon become a priority for the Reagan administration. In 1984, seismic exploration was conducted on the coastal plain. At that time, federal scientists working at the Arctic Refuge's office in Fairbanks, Alaska, were put under a gag order by the Department of the Interior and forbidden to discuss the value of the refuge's wildlife or wilderness with the media or the public, as biologist Pamela Miller, who resigned in protests, becoming a conservationist and defender of the refuge, told me. In 1988, alarmed by developments in Washington and Alaska, all 15 Gwich'in villages called an emergency gathering and passed a resolution, Gwich'in, which demanded that the United States Congress and President recognize the rights of our Gwich'in people to continue to live our way of life by prohibiting development in the calving and post-calving grounds of the porcupine caribou herd. They further requested that the 1002 area of the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge be made wilderness to achieve this end.